parents, listen up! In case you didn't know, our CF Kids and CF Students Weekend Series align with the same teaching as our adult worship services. We learn the same biblical truths, however, for CF Kids and CF Students, it's all presented in a way that's relevant to each age group.
CF Students takes a few weeks out of the year to discuss topics that are specific to them. But for the majority of the year, all of Christ Fellowship shares the same biblical topics. Let's take a moment to look at what some of the shared content looks like. As you can see, the series name is the same, but the artwork might vary a bit. In this particular series, the adults and students shared the same graphic, but CF Kids made it a little more, well, kid-friendly. Although the series are aligned, the teachings may change slightly. For example, in our relationship series last fall, the adults talked about marriage, while CF Kids taught on being a friend like Jesus, and CF Students taught on how students could improve their relationship with their parents. Though the content changed a little bit, the focus was still on relationships.
We believe that the conversations shouldn't just end because the weekend is over, so each week our ministries give out materials that foster opportunities for your family to keep the conversation going. CF Kids offers weekly devotionals at all of our check-in booths. These devotionals reinforce what your little ones are learning during their small group Bible time on the weekend. It's just that simple. It takes 4 days out of the week and allows the whole family to engage in great discussions.
Every weekend in the Adult Worship folder, you will find family discussion questions that align with the series for both youth and children. Be sure to take the worship folder home and use it to discuss the questions with your kids. You can use these as you eat dinner with the family or even before you tuck them into bed. Now here's a story from a family that uses these discussion questions every week.
Hi, we're the Barrett family. We usually share content at dinner time. Most of the time it is Sunday evening, after church, because it's fresh in everybody's mind what they actually learned, and we ask the kids what they did in their particular area.
The shared content has helped us, especially for me as a dad with 5 kids, is, every time you meet a child, you see they grow a little different. And it's really awesome for me to see Cassandra and Desmond grow in high schoolers and middle schoolers. And the conversation we're having is basically about church, really. And, I'm really blessed to have that when I can talk to them about anything, and the fact that they serve also.
I think every family should use the shared content. It's so easy. The church provides the resource, and it's right at our fingertips in the bulletin. Open it, read it, and then just share it with your kids, because as a parent, sometimes you bring your kids to church and then you kind of hope that church is taking care of their spiritual growth and their spiritual needs. But the resources that the church gives us in providing that shared content for us make sure that we can take over that spiritual nourishment for our kids as well.
Here at Christ Fellowship, we care about your children and the whole family. We hope that this has given you some insight about what goes on while you're enjoying the worship service. We want you to know that your children are cared for and loved, and we are so honored that your family has chosen to worship with us.